Hello, this is Lucas Palmeira from Imaginando, and I'm here to give another tutorial on DRC. We're back with the DRC tutorials, as you can see, and we decided to make this week another DRC tutorial so you guys know that we didn't finish off this series. We're still gonna make videos about this series, but we have already a new series that has already 2 episodes about sound design and sound creation patches for the FRMS synthesizer. So today I bring you 2 basses and kind of a string pad sound from the song Forever More by Moloko. So let's get right into it. And we're gonna start with the bass sound, which sounds something like this. Okay? And first thing I'm gonna do is turn off this processing here. I'll show you afterwards what it's doing. Okay, and bring back this to the default patch. Okay, and now, first thing we're going to do is go to the amplifier and raise pre-gain, oscillator 2, and sub to maximum. Okay, now on the first oscillator we raise 1 octave, and on the sub oscillator we raise 1 octave as well. Then we go to the second oscillator, and we detune it to 240, sorry. Okay, like this. Change performance mode from poly to mono. And now we go to the filter. On the filter, the first thing we're going to do is change the filter from a low pass 4-pole to a low pass 2-pole filter. And now we're gonna change the envelope generator to a mount. This is the amount of the envelope generator, this envelope generator 2, controlling the cutoff filter through time. And we're gonna raise it to 812. And then we're gonna drop the cutoff frequency to 162. Okay? Now the resonance, we raise it to 148. Okay, and now we go to the modulation page of the filter and we raise the keyboard to 454. This means the higher the note, the higher the filter. Okay, now let's go to the first envelope generator. This envelope generator modulates the amplitude of the signal, and we're gonna raise the attack to 103. Now decay to 365, sustain at 0, and release at 273. Okay. Now for the second envelope generator, 010 on the attack. This is the one that it's modulating the the cutoff filter. And now decay 206, sustain at 212, and release at 212 as well. Finally, we go to the reverb and we give it 170 amount and decay 334. Okay, so the bass is done. Now let me show you what I'm doing here. I have this equalizer cutting the sub frequencies from it, probably a little bit too much for now. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to 52, about here, 60, and then I'm boosting the medium frequencies. And this one is also boosting the mid highs. Finally, I have this glue compressor here that it's basically, it has very high attack, so it's getting the sound a little bit more snappy. And this is our bass. Now let's go to the second bass, which sounds like this. Okay. And let's turn off this equalizer for now and bring back the default patch. Default patch on. And first thing I'm going to do is on the amplifier, raise pregain to maximum and drop the first oscillator to 827. 827. Second oscillator to 620. And the sub-oscillator to maximum. Now we go to the second oscillator and we're gonna fine-tune it to 184. Like this. Now we go to the sub-oscillator and raise 1 octave, and on the first oscillator, we leave it as it is. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is go to the filter, and on envelope generator 2, we're going to bring it back to 392. 392, and drop the cutoff to 158. And change the mode of the filter from a low pass 4-pole to a low pass 2-pole. Raise the resonance to 0.94. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little trick with the LFO. And what we're going to do is go to the LFO and change the rate from the LFO to 372. Like this. And then I'm going to raise the value of the LFO on the filter to 587. Okay, like this. And last thing we're going to do is give it delay, and we're going to give it 200 delay. So this means it will take some time for the LFO to start working like this. Okay, finally we go to the reverb and we raise the amount to 176 and decay to 401. Okay, now let's go to the final sound, which is those pad string sounds that sound like this. Okay, and now let's open it, bring back the default sound. Okay, and we start off by going to the master section, mixer section, and raise the oscillator 1 and oscillator 2 to maximum, and the sub-oscillator to 513. Okay. Now we raise the first oscillator 1 octave, and on the second oscillator we detune it to 72. Okay. Now envelope generator 2 at 500, we drop the cutoff at maximum, resonance at minimum. And now on the first envelope generator, we raise the attack to 0.78. Decay at 500, sustain at 800, and release at 334. Okay. Now envelope generator 2, the one that modulates the cutoff, attack at 0, decay at 230. Sustain at 400 and release at 100. Okay, now let's do a little bit of modulation in frequency, and what we're going to do is modulate in frequency both oscillators with LFO1, and for that we go here to this modulation page and we raise it to 336. Okay, like this. Now we go to the LFO one and change the rate to 408. And the delay to 450. This means it will only start modulating after a while, like this. Okay. Now, finally, we go to the amount and we raise it to 432. And decay to 724. Okay, and we have all the sounds, so let's now listen to the melody that I've recorded before. So bear with me just a second while I get this ready. Okay, we're now ready to listen. So let's listen. And this was it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Remember that we're now having 2 series of tutorials, one with which are these ones, the DRC tutorials with music that you might know or you might want to use as an inspiration to create your own sounds for your own tracks, and the other series which are the sound design and patch creations for frames, which the idea is to create sounds from scratch using whatever sounds and things that we find organically around us. So once again, I really hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Keep yourselves tuned in for these videos and more to come, and we will see you again next week. So goodbye, guys.